Lots of people have asked me how this whole thing started. Why am I doing this countdown, or rather count up? What inspired this particular journey that's been going on for a little over a year now? It all started kind of innocently. A few friends of mine asked me what I was doing about 14, 15 days into this journey. And then they said, well, since you're kind of letting us know all this stuff, maybe you can go ahead and film it. Show us what you're doing instead of just telling us what you're doing. So figured, yeah, what the hell? And I figured I'd do it for about a week. So I recorded about 5 days of this content, and it kind of started like reminding me of something that I had come across maybe 15 years ago. And it was something called the Ultimate Black Belt Test by Mr. Tom Callows. And what this UBBT was all about was this whole 1 year commitment to yourself and to your community and to your fellow peers that you were going to do a certain number of exercises every single day, a minimum amount that you had to run, cross-training, commitments to number of rounds sparring, there were commitments to the number of books that you read, volunteer and charity work in your community, and of course you had to journal in writing and also on video. My personal commitment wasn't as inclusive, it wasn't as broad. Make a long story short, that's what inspired my journey. And that's what inspired me to log what I was doing. I already talked about how many reps of each exercise that I end up doing as part of this project. So I ended up also reading about 100 books this past year. So was it worth it? I think yes. Because it allowed me to bust through a lot of barriers I had in my own mind, pushing myself through even on the days I didn't want to work out. I felt sick, I felt tired, things are going on. I still managed to get up, go outside, and do my workouts. It taught myself to kind of create less friction in my life so I could do these kind of things. And honestly, the hardest part of this whole thing wasn't all the reps. It wasn't even the mental hurdles. It was actually to come up with what the hell am I going to make today? Hope to continue this until at least day 500, and we'll see what happens.